Charles Spencer, everything you need to know about Princess Diana's brother as he divorces from third wife. Charles Spencer is the ninth Earl Spencer and is the current head of the Spencer household. However, his life is set for a huge change after he confirmed that he and wife, Karen Gordon, would be going their separate ways. In a statement shared with the Mail on Sunday, the Earl said, "It is immensely sad. I just want to devote myself to all my children, and to my grandchildren, and I wish Karen every happiness in the future." The couple married in June 2011 and share a 12-year-old daughter, Charlotte Diana. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Outside of his divorce, the Earl has also had quite an interesting life, from his early childhood to his 3 marriages to becoming a successful author. But, it's also been marked with hardships, as not only did he lose Diana and a brother he never knew, but he confessed last year that he had been sexually abused as a child. Born on the 20th of May 1964, Charles was the youngest of his siblings and was born to John Spencer and Frances Shand Kidd. His older sisters are Lady Sarah McCorquodale, Lady Jane Fellows and the late Princess Diana. He also had an older brother, John, but John died hours after his birth on the 12th of January 1960. At the age of 5, his parents split, and while Lady Sarah and Lady Jane were in boarding school at the time, Charles and Diana ended up being raised by their father, which is how their bond solidified. In an interview with the Sunday Times, Charles shared, "Diana and I had 2 older sisters who were away at school, so she and I were very much in it together, and I did talk to her about it. Our father was a quiet and constant source of love, but our mother wasn't cut out for maternity. Not her fault, she couldn't do it." However, the split was still difficult on Charles, and he confessed to people that he had been in and out of therapy for 20 years. Due to their shared childhood experiences, Charles and Diana came to rely on each other during their youths. Recalling growing up together, he stated, "I just think she was never shy, but she was canny about people and she was reserved to start with. And she would take a judgment of somebody before reacting to them. So, that's not shy, that's actually quite clever." Charles also led the tributes to his late sister, giving her eulogy at her funeral, and paid tribute to someone who was the very essence of compassion, of duty, of style, of beauty. Following her funeral, Diana was buried on an artificial island on her family estate, where Charles currently lives. Charles views himself as a custodian of the estate and makes sure her resting place is maintained and kept clean. On Good Morning Britain in 2021, the Earl shared, "Every landmark day, such as birthday, Mother's Day, I always take flowers. I do go a lot, and it's an oasis of calm, and it's a lovely place to go." In 2024, Charles revealed that during his time at boarding school he was both physically and sexually abused. Writing in his memoir, A Very Private School, he revealed, "There seemed to be an unofficial hierarchy among her prey. She chose one boy each term to share her bed and would use him for intercourse. Her control over mesmerized boys was total, for we were starved of feminine warmth and desperate for attention and affection." In another extract from the book, Charles also says was beaten with the spikes of a cricket boot by the school's Latin master. He described reliving his experiences at the school as an absolutely hellish experience, saying, "I've frequently witnessed deep pain, still flickering in the eyes of my Madewell contemporaries. Many of us left Madewell with demons sewn into the seams of our souls." It's understood that writing about the abuse he suffered put a strain on his relationship with Karen, leading to their divorce. In his memoir, Charles admitted to losing his virginity at 12 to an Italian prostitute as part of the sexual abuse he suffered. "There was no joy in the act, no sense of arrival, no coming of age," he explained. "I believe now that I was simply completing the process set in motion by the assistant matron's perverted attention." In 1989, he walked down the aisle with model Victoria Lockwood, who had been dubbed as the most beautiful woman in the world by Ralph Lauren. The couple enjoyed a whirlwind relationship, with the Earl getting down on one knee just 6 weeks after meeting his beloved.